G'day and welcome back for more Space Engineers Survival. And that drone from last time is still getting closer. I hope that the sandbags are going to be adequate to take care of it. I suspect they will, as long as their range is enough for how high it is. Come on. Come on. I want to see you get shot and taken down. Oh yeah, there's smoke. There's a chunk flying off. And... oh. Oh, it has no beacon anymore, so it is done for. Is it flying back or... oh, whatever. It's fine. It's dealt with. There is also a drifting pursuant. Something... the drifting pursuants seem to fly possibly a little higher, or maybe it's just that they're so durable that these always get in range before they're completely dealt with by the two sandbags. I probably, if I really wanted to have them taken care of by sandbags, would need to add some more up there. I'm not going to be working on the sandbags just yet because I want to build the Chickenhawk MK2, and that is going to be the big focus of today, as I would love something that I could use to take out these guys well before they get to the base. And I was given some very good advice by a few people. The main take-home point I got from all of the advice was that I really should abandon the idea of having the connector vertically aligned and just have it horizontal, because it shrinks my profile, but it also means I can drop a lot of weight by having just a single conveyor block in place to supply the ammunition to the Gatling guns. And I do want them to be auto-loadable, so I do want them connected up to a connector. I know I could manually load them and have them a bit more like the sandbags and have them even more lightweight, but for the moment I'm going to stick with the idea of having them have a connector. I'm also going to go full-on lightweight. I'm going to have the absolute minimum number of thrusters and armor blocks and everything that I can get away with, because oh, it's getting shot. At least the sandbags with these drifting pursuants do manage to take out the turret that could do damage to my base early enough that these two base mounted turrets can do the rest. Although, thinking about base mounted turrets, I should probably go up and check on our bunker. Is that going to go down? Yeah, it's done for. Okay, good. Let's hop up to the bunker. A few people have thought that maybe the turrets on the bunker have reset their range, given the way that they were behaving last time. And I think it's reasonable to check this out. If we go in here and we go to our Gatling turret. No, it is still set to 800 on both. So I know this makes no difference, but I don't want them to target neutrals anyway, so I'm going to turn that off. But otherwise, I don't understand why they take so long to end up shooting at the enemy. They were working just fine for ages, and now they are not working at all. And down that has gone. Okay. We're actually relatively secure now. I like it. There must be some debris rolling down the hill. Before I go downstairs and start building the Mark II of the Chickenhawk, it's really off-putting having that fire. Is it still just shooting at the crash ship? It's going to use up ammunition doing that, but there's not much I can do about it. I will eventually have to build a grinding pit so that I can do something about that. But for now, there is naught I can do. So, what I want to do today is grab our two base large containers. And I'm going to set these up for Izzy's inventory manager. Because it's about time. It's about time. With all of the salvage coming in, or when I eventually have all the salvage coming in, there's going to be lots of parts that I just want sorted for me. And I was getting frustrated with all the components from the assemblers getting dumped about the place. So this is how I'm going to set up Izzy's inventory manager. I'm going to have the cargo container that I access by just pressing CC that's going to be on top of the list, set up to have my components, because those are the things I'm going to want to pick up, my tools, my bottles, and my ammo. The other large container that's in behind the tick is going to be for ores and ingots. And that will cover every single type of thing. And then when I start Izzy's script, it'll all just work. I won't even have to think about it. So we need a programmable block for the script. And I think we should be able to use this spot right here. There we go. Now we will name this base PB inventory manager. Edit. Browse. Izzy. Okay. Now I do want to have a quick look at this. Make sure I do have ores. Yep, ingots come. Yeah, so there's 6 there and I've got all 6. I do want things to be sorted. I've just got to remember to put locked in the names of things like the welders cargo containers. At least while I'm using them, I want them to not have everything pulled straight back out as I try and get it in. And I do like the fill level in the name. It's kind of handy. It's like the battery one. What else have we got here? Auto assign new containers. If a type is not full or present, that's fine. But if you didn't name your containers like I did before building and loading this script, you could set that to false and you'll be able to set things up yourself, which is very nice. I do like that Izzy's inventory manager is really, really automated. It kind of suits me to a T. The thing that I do want to point out though is auto disassembling. I like that this is set to false to begin with. Most of the time, I'll have enough stuff being refined for what I'm manufacturing. And my bottleneck will, at least in this playthrough, it's my assemblers. So I don't really want my assemblers getting busy disassembling stuff when they should be making new stuff, especially since I do have ores, so I can make new stuff without having to recycle the old things. Now, if you're playing a game where you've got a few other people playing with you and you have a couple of people who happen to do things like fly themselves hard at walls and keep dying inside your base, so you end up with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of basic tools, then having the auto disassembler on could be nice, because then you won't have a huge stack of tools in your base getting in the way of everything else. But for me, that doesn't really serve a great purpose. So I'm happy to have it off by default. Now that we've got Izzy's inventory manager set up, I do want to just check one thing with the goose. Because we're using a lot of ammunition, we may need to get down and get more of the... what am I thinking? Get more of the... and get some more magnesium. So I just want to make sure we've got stored power 1.08, 1.08, 1.08. What I might do is put you on recharge as well. Since we got 3 fully, all these are going to drain out, but I do want to make sure the goose is ready to go. And the goose should be ready to go, as well as the butterball. The butterball has Izzy's refueler script on board, so it's fine. I don't have to worry about it. And that's good. So those are there ready to go if I need them. What I would like to do now is design the Chickenhawk MK2. So let's grab a landing gear and get this thing started. So first design thing that I'm doing differently to last time is I am putting my connector horizontal. Connector horizontal. There we go. And then we're going to place a conveyor junction. Then our Gatlings are going to reload from that junction. So there and there. We can place a camera. This was another really useful tip. See how bright that is, and I can not really make out where the dot on the camera is, which helps me align it. If I just turn off my lights, it's really, really clear then. I can't believe I hadn't thought of that before. So it was very handy that that was pointed out to me. Okay, so we got our camera. Then, and I don't even need my lights on. That's why I was building here, so I didn't have to use them. Ugh. Right. We need a battery. This, I'm not sure which way I'm ultimately going to want to set this up. I'm tempted to make this longish, because it might make it easier to weld once I build a vehicle printer, because I do eventually want to print these things so I can make them cheaply. So let's try it. The reason I think that'll be easier is a single welder on a piston could move through this ship and hopefully weld everything up. And I kind of dream of doing things that way. Let's grab our remote control. We'll put it back here so that it's a little bit out of the way. Then we can put our gyroscope in there. Our programmable block for the garage, for the hangar door in there. Then what we want is thrusters. One that way, one that way. We need lifting thrusters. Now, I think I am going to end up putting these off to the side. What we might do is one. Oh, maybe we'll do it this way. 1, 2. Yeah, I might do that. So, unlike last time, I am not going to have thrust in every direction. As it turned out, that actually made it worse for me, weirdly. Because I kept acting like I had enough thrust to lift up. No, wait. Because I kept forgetting that I had thrust that was going to push me towards the ground, so this direction, I accelerated towards the ground much harder than I thought I was actually doing, and that was how we ended up with the pancake incident. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do this time is just have the lifting thrusters and know that I've hopefully got enough lifting thrusters that I can, if I align the camera the correct way, stop myself before hitting the ground. Now, we could make this really light and go with a single reverse thruster there and a single forward here. And ooh, if I go with that one like that, this could work. So it looks almost bug-like in the frame like this. I'm also going to need a camera for docking, and I like to have the connector downward of my camera. I just find it easier to line things up that way. I think it was probably the way I did it the first time, and I've just gotten used to it. I don't think there's no logic that I can think of whatsoever that explains why I prefer that way. I do like to try and do things by logic, but this one is just a habit. Now I need an antenna, so let's pop that in. Yeah, that'll work. And is that everything? I think that's everything. I'm also about to run out of hydrogen. Let's get over on top of this connector so I can refill it. Oh, that's what I want to check. Whether Izzy's script will fix this for me. If I go to the CC container and go hydrogen bottles, will they get taken to the ice and refilled? Does not look like it. I thought it was supposed to do that. Let's check. Fill bottles before sorting them in the bottle container. True. Huh. It is not filling them. Fine. Be that way. Okay. I was hoping that would work, but I don't know what I've done wrong that it means it doesn't work. I wonder if there's something I have to do with the O2H2 generator. I will look into that. Now, with this, I think I've got everything I need, so I'm going to start welding it up. And the Mark II will be born. Hopefully I can get it all welded up before that fleeting rival gets here, because that would be a nice, easy first target. And I'm going to take some other advice that I was given, which was don't just go straight into battle. Test the thing. Fly it around a little bit first. It's probably a good idea to know how the thing handles before you take it into a fight. And I would completely agree with that. That is very sensible advice. And I'm going to try my hardest to remember to follow it. There we go. I think that's everything welded up. It's got an interesting profile to it, but it should work fairly well, I think. Let's grab control of it. Let's go. This will be Chickenhawk MK2. Okay. And I'm going to name everything on this grid correctly, like I did last time. Let's disconnect you from your stand and blueprint. Control B. Should be there. Oh, I totally forgot. I didn't realize I'd actually taken a blueprint of the first one. Oh well. Second one's definitely second one I hope is a much better design. Let's grab control of it. Let's set our antenna up correctly because I didn't. 15,000. And let's set up our hotbar. And another thing I think I should set up is camera front and dock as a Chickenhawk 2 cameras group. The reason I want to set this up as a group is so that I can have it on the hotbar as a toggle on off and only have one of them. And the reason I need that is that if I go into my camera view, I can change camera views easily enough. But if I want to get back to a third person view, by pressing F, I actually lose control of the drone entirely. So what I want to do is have it so I can control, go into the camera view, and then if I switch the cameras off, I'm still in control. Switch back on, and I can get back to the camera view. So let's go to the docking camera, and let's get some ammunition on board. There we go. And let's go fight. Oh, wait, no. Let's blueprint it again because I've just set everything up on the hotbar. Now, let's press Shift K and let's go fight. 1.03K's out. Oh, I think that's going to be already dead. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. There might be another one. So, flying this thing. It is 4,000 kilograms lighter than the other one, which is a big difference. It's got more lifting thrusters, so if I'm heading toward the ground, which can happen if I accidentally fly upside down because I've got no thrusters, I should be able to roll and stop myself pretty quickly. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's go take out that drone before it gets in range of our bunker. Let's go see if we can do this. Let's get some altitude. Oh, need a lot more altitude than that. I forgot that I should probably already be shooting at it. Oh, it's so hard to know how much to lead. Oh, smack. Wow, there's a lot of wreckage here. I am really going to need to build some sort of grinding pit. Because this is silly, leaving all these chunks lying about. I need to get rid of them. Now, what have we got coming in? Got anything coming in from this side? Stinging adversary, spiteful aggressor. Nothing too exciting. Alright. Maybe it's best to actually bugger it. It might be best to charge this up before fighting, but there's a good reason for me not to, and that is daylight. I don't know that we've got all that much left, and I don't really want to be fighting with a drone like this at night. I haven't put any lights on this, so that makes it a little more difficult. But even if I had lights, the range on them isn't really helpful enough to spot a target, and since I'm usually going to need to be above my target, seeing it against the ground is going to be somewhat of a challenge. And my aim is bad enough to begin with. So let's take out this stinging adversary that's 5k's in front of me. I wonder if that's the one that was shot at earlier. That seemed to be limping its way back to base. I wonder if that's the one that I shot into the ground? Did I shoot one into the ground? Yeah. It still had its marker, didn't it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks like it's on the ground. Let's go investigate. I wonder if we'll see the pancake of the other drone anywhere around here. The Mark 1. So I should have hit the ground pretty near to this little wreck. Is that it? That looks suspiciously like it. Wow. Some of it actually survived. That's really cool. I should probably create a GPS marker so that I can collect that, because that looks like it'll still have the ammunition on board. Sweet. I'm glad I investigated this. GPS, new from current position. Chickenhawk. Wow, I am hopeless with shift. Hawk crash. And now, spiteful aggressor. Time for you to feel my wrath. Oh, hold up. How far am I? Oh yeah, I'm okay. Just thought for a second I might have been heading a bit too far from base, but I'm 8k's out, that's 3k's ahead of me. Quick mathematics says that's 11, which means I am good since both antennae are set to a max range of 15 kilometers. Do you have a turret on top? Wow, my bullet spread is terrible. That is a disadvantage of using things at range, and I'm going to use up a lot more ammunition. Trying to reverse to keep my distance. Oh, something went boom. Oh, it's running from me now. Looks like I got its turret, which is under its nose. It's like a chin turret sort of setup. Come on. Oh, looks like it's going down now. Wow, that's a lot of debris. Blammo. Fleeting rival. Yeah, not so excited about taking on another fleeting rival. I really want to take on one of those UFO disc style ones, because they seem to be the real challenge. If I can take out one of them ahead of time, then I know this drone is as good as I hope it to be. Whoa, coming in a bit fast. And this is why that thruster setup is better than last time, because I've got very little weight and I've got 3 lifting thrusters. So we'll create a new from current position for our wreckage. More wreckage. And what the heck? Let's take on this fleeting rival before we head home. It's not too silly, is it? I wonder if I could get close enough to that enemy base. Do a bit of recon. I got 6 minutes of charge left. Not sure how adequate that'll be. Come on. Oh no, it's shooting at me. Oh, That was close. That was way too close. Oh, but that looked cool. I don't think there's anything left worth salvaging on that one. Let's head home. I'm hearing crackling, so I'm willing to... Oh, no. My docking camera's out. Yep. It got hit. Dang it. Thought something electrical had been hit. Rats. I did take a hit. At least it was the docking camera that got hit, not my actual flying camera. I was lucky. Oh, geez, I am really, really far. This is the Chickenhawk crash site. I kept thinking that that ice lake that's just over this way was the ice lake that heads towards the other enemy base, and I'd somehow gone way, 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 way off course. But no. I'd just not noticed the ice lake as I came through the other time. Probably because I was flying close to the ground. I'm pretty happy with the Chickenhawk MK2. Okay, I think I've got enough altitude. Let's try something. I want to do a barrel roll. Whee! Oh yeah. Don't think I lost too much altitude then. It's kind of fun to fly. Especially since I know that I won't get damaged. I'll only lose another drone. Let's get down. Let's get into the base and hope that I can figure out this camera angle and docking. I suppose I could just leave this and dock from third person, but I want to see if I can do it from this point of view. I think I need to be about this height. Oh, ready to lock. Lock. Yeah, I actually did something right for once. Sweet. Let's repair the camera. And that was the only damage I took. Alright. I would call the the Chickenhawk MK2 a success. I am happy with it. I could possibly put a little bit of armor on it, since it is pretty light, but that armor would definitely just be for style. Let's put the battery on recharge. Though with the shape of it, it should be able to get a little bit of style. Maybe. I'll save that for a later time, but for now, I'm going to go with dark grey. Yeah. Same colour as the bunker. Battery's on recharge, so it should be good for another flight in fairly short order. What I want to do is I want to get Igor to fix up a little bit more of the floor and then set up our controls for our... Oh, I didn't weld those bits. Set up our control for our turntable. So Igor's cargo containers are going to need to contain the word locked so that we can fill it up with some goodies. Okay, with those locked, we can then go to our inventory, go Igor, and we can load it up, and the stuff won't move back. Igor is loaded and ready to go. I've been tossing up something with Igor. I really like I really like how horribly designed he is. But I've been tempted to do a few small things to him. Not necessarily to make him work better, just to make him look a little bit more complete. And I want you guys to share your opinions on whether Igor should get some prettiness upgrades or whether he should stay exactly as he is. And the reason I'm thinking about these upgrades, and I really hope whatever that's shooting at is dying. Oh yeah, it's going down. The reason I'm thinking about these things is that I want to add Izzy's refuel recharge script to every vehicle I've got. And to do that, I really need to have 2 batteries on it. On any of the vehicles, which means Igor needs another battery. And if Igor's getting another battery, I'm going to have to rethink a few things. But I don't want to change him too much. All I want to do is put a few little bits of armor on him. So he's got the same rough shape, but looking complete. Complete enough that I could even, you know, call it a real vehicle rather than a bit of a joke vehicle that it kind of is at the moment. So let me know if you think Igor should get upgrades, or if you think he should stay exactly as he is. Or a better way to put it, does Igor deserve plastic surgery to make himself look a bit nicer? Although some might argue that some plastic surgery really doesn't make people look nicer. But you think you get what I mean. Stuff that will actually make him look a bit better. Okay. Good job, Igor. You have finished off this transit section between the bits of the hangar, which is good. Now, I'm going to need to grab the goose. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to have to go upstairs and add a couple of timer blocks. I think. Will I? Yes, I will. And I'm going to need to add those timer blocks so that I can set up the goose to control that turntable. What the? 300 meters? What? That's not good. No! It got shots off on my solar tower. Oh, that's not good. That means the bunker's down. And I just got surrounded by tracer fire. I was very close to being hit then. Oh no! Ah, why? You've got ammunition, you had range, you've got power. Why are you not shooting the stupid drones? Well. Huh. That's annoying. That's incredibly annoying. Why doesn't this bunker work? I may just replace it with sandbags because they seem a bit more reliable than this thing that's so expensive and difficult to maintain. Grr. Oh. Alright, I need another turret so this doesn't happen. How many did it get? Oh, jeez. I think it just got 2. Alright, let's repair those before I do anything else. So all that thing I was saying about the base feeling safe? Nah, not a chance. I am not going to let up on the enemy. I am going straight for designing something to take out these drones. This is not cool. I am not happy. So, missile design. We have a drone, we can take out their enemies, we need a missile design. And then we need to go straight from that to a new trailer for the goose that can attack the enemy. But if I'm going to use new trailer for the goose, I need to be able to park my current trailer, which... what the heck? No! Oh no, I'm going to get shot at again. It's blowing up my bunker as it goes past. How am I going to deal with this? First off, shift K. Whoa! Uh-oh. I did something bad because I had this on recharge. No, 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 no. Come on. You can do this without getting broken. Yes. Alright. Now. Do I just turn you into a missile? It's tempting. It's awfully tempting. Oh, flying at night. This is not good. But these enemies just keep coming in. Are there any more coming? No. Alright. It's got a lot of charge. If I put my thruster group on the hotbar, what I wanted to do was I'm going to park this ready for a very quick launch. Maybe I should just dock it onto the goose. Yeah, I think I'll just dock it onto the goose, ready to launch straight out the door if any more enemies start getting into range from that direction. I know I said I was going to do the Goose's parking stuff, but I want to do this missile because if I don't, I'm in trouble. I am getting attacked by the drones and I've got no means of defense from that direction. We need a battery. We need an antenna to be able to control this. We need a remote control block to be able to fly this. We need a gyroscope. Thrusters. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, if we go with... we really need one lifting thruster and one forward thruster. This will be awkward as anything to fly, but that will make it a lot cheaper. I think that could work. Then, we need a way to make sure that this actually reaches its target. And this will mean we probably need more than just one lifting thruster. Probably need two. Because I want to put some heavy armor on it. Maybe we go thruster and thruster. Get rid of these two here. And you are witnessing me again do something I've never done before, which is build a missile. So those two thrusters, then we want some heavy armor on the front. Maybe. Should we? Yeah, let's do it. I was tossing up, but let's add a warhead. What I need is enough heavy armor in front of the warhead that it doesn't get hit by any stray shots. But not so much that it takes away all of the damage when it explodes. We have a warhead in the base, and it's equipped to a missile that has no means of slowing down once I accelerate it. This might not have been my best idea. Kind of want to put an LCD somewhere on this with a little picture of like someone riding a bomb. There is one thing I want to do with this. Red. It looks stupid, but I wanted to do it anyway. We are going to name it. I don't have a good name for this yet, but I'm going to call it Rudolf for now. And I think you all might see why. The reason I'm thinking of having this up the top is so that I can kind of lock it onto the underside of something and then launch it. I am going to use the nugget to deliver this missile. Before I do anything, I want to just make sure I did blueprint this properly. Because I can't remember whether I did it right at the right time. Now, if we spin around a bit, come down here. Okay. So the landing gear is now yellow, which means I can press Shift K. I can take control of Rudolf. I can lock the landing gear. And now, if I exit control of Rudolf and grab back in here, I should be able to fly. Yeah. Alright. Now, we need to be careful. Get this outside. This is a really wonky way of controlling this, but it just seemed to work given what I had available to me right now. Alright, time for controlling Rudolf. View from Rudolf's camera. Unlock. Okay, we're moving. Let's arm our warhead. Should be clear now. This is going to be awkward as anything to fly. What I probably want to do is go up really, really high so that even if I get shot down, I'll hopefully rain down like a bomb onto that enemy base. This is definitely something new for me. Okay, 3K's out. I'm so gonna miss. So gonna miss. This is gonna be a shocker. It'll be a fun thing to try though. I'm pretty much directly above it because I'm 1900 meters above the ground, so let's go. Let's do this thing. 100 meters a second. Oh no. I'm overshooting. I'm overshooting. I've got no control. Yeah. No. No. Oh! I hit something. But I missed the antenna. I really should have done that during daylight. Missile version 1. It got to the enemy base. It was launchable. It's a start. It's something. I think I might be better off building a Chickenhawk that can actually do a kamikaze run, so it can go in, guns blazing, and then with the expectation that it's going to actually drop a huge load of warheads on the enemy base. We have a fleeting rival coming in. We are going to have to take it out with the Chickenhawk MK2, but that is something I'm going to do next time. And as I said, let me know about Igor and whether you think he deserves some prettiness upgrades. Also, any ideas about the missile? I like the fact that it's really hard to control in a weird way, because it does make it cheaper having no thrusters in any direction but up and forward. So next time I'm going to repair the bunker, hopefully after taking out the fleeting rival that's coming in, because I do think that the bunker, even though it hasn't been functioning properly lately, it still provides me some degree of protection. I'm going to attempt another missile strike, but I'm going to wait till daylight this time to get a better idea of where I've actually hit. And if the missile strike's successful, I am going to take the Chickenhawk in there and see if I can take out one of the turrets. So then we can start thinking about how we build a salvage trailer for the Goose. So I never got around to building the controls for the Goose's turntable, because I got distracted by getting destroyed and then revenge. I will get onto that next time. So there's that, the repairs of the bunker, and plenty more to come. So I'll see you then.